Hi everyone, welcome back to Learnomate Technologies YouTube channel. My name is Ankush. We all know that how it is important to take the backup of database, because if something went wrong to your database, if someone deleted the database or there is a person who deleted any one of the important file, then your database can be crashed. So you need a solution where you have a backup available of your databases. And in this lecture, I'm going to talk about the backups related to the PostgreSQL database. Since the backup is very, very important, and we need to understand that how you can take the backup. We need to understand that what is the strategy to take the backup of your PostgreSQL. All these things we are going to learn practically. Before I proceed, please subscribe to this YouTube channel. You can join our WhatsApp group. You can follow us on our Instagram also. And if you have any questions, queries, anything, please put it into the comment sections. In the PostgreSQL database, there are two types of backups are available. The first backup is physical backup and the second backup is logical backup. Now both the backups you want to take when your database is up and running, means you don't need to shut down the databases. Now physical file backup means you are going to take the backup of complete files, like you have a data files, you have archive log files, all these files you are going to take. In order to take the physical file backup, you have a separate utilities are there. We call it as a PG based backup. By using this utility, you can take the backup of physical files. Coming to the logical backup, in logical backup, normally it takes the backup in the format of SQL file. If you want to take logical backup, you can use the utility called pgdump or pgdumpall. This utility will help you to take the logical backup. Logical backup is mainly useful when you want to take the backup of small databases. But again, when you want to take the backup of big databases, I would suggest you to go with the physical file backup only. I'm going to show you this practically, but before that, as I said, you need to mention interested in the comment section. Let me share my screen and I'm going to show you how to take the backup of PostgreSQL database. So whenever we are discussing about the PostgreSQL database backup, okay, there are two type of backups are available. The first backup, which we called it as a logical backup. Now, when you want to take the logical backup, you don't need to shut down the database services. So your database will be up and running. So anytime you can take this backup. If you're taking the logical backup, it will create your SQL file, and the same SQL file you can use it when you want to restore the logical backup. Logical backup will take the backup of your database. Like let's say you have a cluster, under that whatever the databases are there, whatever the schemas are there, it is going to take the backup of everything, but it will create a SQL file. So when you are considering the logical backup, normally it is very much recommended when you have a very small database size, because when you are comparing it with the physical backup, the logical backup is quite slow. So when you have a database which is of size around 100 GB or maybe 200 GB, that time you can go with the logical backup. Now, in order to take the logical backup, you can use a utility called pgdump. So this utility you can use, and if you want to take the backup of overall cluster, for that you can use pg_dump all. So that utility you can use if you want to take the backup of overall cluster. So when I say cluster, it means it is going to take the backup of all the databases which are available under that cluster. So you can use pgdump all. We'll see this practically. Just give me a minute. So here I have already connected to my PostgreSQL database, and when I'm firing the command like pg_status database status, when I'm firing this command, I can see currently my PostgreSQL database is running and it is utilizing this process ID. Now, what are all database I'm having? Okay, so first of all, let's connect to the pSQL utility, and if I fire /l, so it will tell me what are all databases I'm having. So we have a database called Postgres, which is a default database. So we have template 0 and template 1, and here I can see there is one database with the name testdb, which is already available here. Now let's take a backup of this testdb database. I have a testdb database and I want to take the backup of this testdb database. So I'll just exit from here. So let's exit. Okay, let me fire Control D. Okay, and let me clear the screen. Fine. So I know that I have a database with the name testdb, and that database I want to take the backup. So whenever you want to take the backup of database by using the logical backup, so you can run the command like pg_dump and your database name. So my database name is testdb. I want to take this backup in the same location. So wherever I am right now, if you want to keep it in some different location, so you can go and you can create a directory structure like this. So let me do one thing. Let me create a directory structure. So I'll PostgreSQL. Sorry, let me open duplicate tab. So you can create a directory over here. Let's say I want to create a directory like mkdir and postgres_backup. I'll create this directory. Okay, and in this directory I want to place my backup. So I'll just take the path. Okay, this is the location where even if you want to create it in some different location, no problem, but only the thing is your backup location should be writable, like there should not be any permission issue. So I'm utilizing this one. So pg_dump is the utility which is going to take the backup of this testdb database, and my backup will go into this location. Okay, what is the backup name? So I'll just mention the name like testdb.sql. If I'm firing this command, the backup has been completed very fastly because the database size is very small. If I try to open this file by using the v editor, you can see here that it has all the SQL statements. So it has created a table public.book. Then we have, this is the second sequence. Then you can see there is an employee table is available under the testdb, and so many other things are mentioned over here. So this is the SQL script which you can use if you want to restore the testdb database. So this is a simple way you can use the pgdump utility to take the backup of testdb database, and your backup is going into this particular location. So just now we have discussed about how you can take the backup by using the logical utilities. Okay, so logical backup we have taken by using the pgdump utility. Similar way, if you want to take the backup of physical file structure like physical backup, so that physical backup you can take it by using a utility called pg_base backup. So this utility you can use if you want to take the backup of physical files. So when I say that I'm going to take the backup of physical, basically it is going to take the backup of all your physical files related to the PostgreSQL database. Like we have data files are there, then we have wall files are there. It is going to take the backup of all physical structure basically. Now let me give you one example. So what I will do, I'll just call pg_base backup -d. So in this directory I want to take the backup. I'll use the same directory, so I'll just use this directory, and then that's it, and press enter. Okay, so I'm getting the error message that directory is already exists because let me do one thing. Let me change the directory because internally it is going to create a new directory. So I'll just mention the like physical. Okay, done. So you have a multiple parameters are also available. Along with the -d, you can mention -p and some other parameters, but I have just given the basic example. So pg_base backup is the utility which is going to take the backup of physical structure. That backup is going into this particular location. So if I go into that location and if I do ls-lrt, it has copied your data directory over here. It has copied the data directory, pgwall, then we have snapshot, everything is, even your configuration file, everything got copied from the data directory. Where is my data directory? If you go to the cd $pgdata, and if I go here, whatever files which you see under the pg data, like we have pg_hba conf, here also you can see pg hba conf, pg ident, Here also I can see PG_ident, right? So the files, physical files which are available under your data directory, everything got copied. So my data directory is available here in this location. So physically it has copied all the files from your data directory. So what we have discussed here, like when you want to take the PostgreSQL database backup, there are two utilities are there. We have pgdump, which will take the backup of your logical backup. It's a logical backup. You can use pg_base backup, which will take the backup of your physical files. Okay. So I hope you have understood this concept very well. Okay. So still, if you have any questions, let me know. Thank you for watching this video. I know that you have understood this very well, but still, if you have any question, queries, anything, please put it into the comment section. Again, if you want to know more about the PostgreSQL, you can mention interested in the comment section. And believe me, you are going to get a lot of free contents available on this YouTube channel. But still, if you are looking for paid training and real-time PostgreSQL database training, you can reach out to the Learnomate team. All the details are available over your screen. You can follow us on all social media. All the social media links are available in the description of this video.